What up, everybody? Grom Trooper here. Got a little bit of a different view for you guys today. In my last video I talked about channel going to be a little bit different, and one of the things that's going to be different is some of the routes that I take. So the weather is decent enough. I wouldn't call it amazing right now, but it's warm enough the T-buckets are out, so if they can be out, then I sure as hell can. Today I'm just I'm out running some errands. Gonna go swing by the shop and see if I have clear resin left for a project the wife picked up. And I think I do, but I haven't done much resin work recently aside from teaching our friend Laura about some of the stuff that I know with it. So I don't have a very good idea what my inventory looks like. I'm a bad business owner. And then, depending on how I'm feeling and how the weather's holding up, this afternoon and evening I might go ride to get the ingredients and then film making a proper zinger pie, which is something that Webb from Australia introduced me to. Is a interesting thing that I guess KFC came out with down there, and it's supposed to be like a spicy chicken pot pie. And of course they can't get the appropriate chilies and stuff over there to make it, so he's been fighting trying to replicate it. But I think I'm going to take it a step further and try and make it the way it should be made, which is with New Mexico red chili. Or at least, the way I think it should be made. Because I'm a New Mexican, and that's what we do. If you get a weird head bomb or hear some strange background noises, actually listening to Pandora, which is something I've recently started doing with my Cardo that I've got. It weirds me right out listening to music while I'm on a motorcycle, because it's such a foreign concept for me until recently. But it's also something that I found very enjoyable. So we got some sweet reggae jams going. Hey, green light. Yeah, my left side is nice and warm from the sun. My right's a little chilly. Oh, New Mexico. That's actually one thing that I would warn people who haven't ridden at high altitude desert before. If you come here or some places in Arizona, and I think even probably you'd say North Texas and southern Colorado, any of that high plains desert. Our altitude here where I'm at right now is 5,000 feet above sea level. If you haven't ridden at these altitudes before, one, Jesus, make sure you drink enough water, because you will dehydrate way faster than you're used to. But the second thing you need to take into account is that the sun is a lot stronger here because you're that much closer to it. And the solar gain does have quite the effect, both in, giving you a sunburn and overheating you and, stuff like that. So I'm hardly ever out without a mirrored visor. And, if I have any skin exposed, which I generally don't, I'll sunscreen up before I go ride for sure. Which is, generally a good practice. I know some people don't care if they get sunburned while riding, but I am a pasty white man, and it is not pleasant for me when I get a sunburn. So try to take care of my skin, stave off that skin cancer. Prime examples of shit-tastic Albuquerque driving. Non-secured load of hired furniture, crossing from literally the far right lane to the far left lane, doing like 10 below the speed limit. It's a Saturday. I wonder what they're building on the corner here. Hopefully not another damn gas station. That was terrifying. I don't know if you guys saw that creepy bobble-headed sign guy, but I'm certainly going to be having nightmares about that. Back when I had my Jeep, I gave more money than I'm comfortable admitting to four-wheel parts over here. That acronym definitely stands for just empty every pocket.
A few moments later.
So unfortunately the resin I have has turned into a giant block of unusable goop. So some bad news for the wife on that front. However, since I'm not going to be working with that, it leaves me time to go and get some food at one of my favorite places. That's a nice vintage bike right there. So we're gonna go grab a very late breakfast, late lunch, and early dinner at Swiss Alps Bakery. I'm gonna take you guys up there with me. It's a nice place. I like to support family-owned businesses here in Albuquerque, and it is one of those. It also helps that they have really good food, because I fucking love food. Turning, do I believe you? Okay. Everybody's out on their bike today. It's my friend John's mom and dad. Oh, she's clearly scared, terrified of the creepy motorcycle man. Oh, or I could go get Hawaiian food. That's tempting. Well, this has weird hours though. Got a bunch of weird random microbreweries thrown in here in our industrial district, with places like this linen wash place you may recognize from such famous narcotic shows as Breaking Bad. Oh. We don't have many tunnels here, or, you know, bridges like that with a good acoustic. I don't get to hear that very often. That just made my day. Little scooter guy probably lost his license from a DUI. I mean, no, we don't judge people on scooters. My fingers crossed I'll be able to make it through this section of this road without having to stop. There's always some asshole turning left across this light up here, making life super hard for everyone. I know, it used to be me. My big old pickup truck, which, as you can guess, doesn't play thread the needle in traffic very well. Well, what did I say? Holy shit. I don't have kids, so I don't understand this. But even if I did, I don't think I would ever love them enough to go to Peter Piper's Pizza, much less on a Saturday when there are 5 million other screaming children there. Don't get it. Plus, pretty happy with my dog, you know. Like a kid, but way easier to manage. Much quieter. It's funny, I tell people what breed of dog I have. He is a German Shepherd Rottweiler mix. They're like, oh, he must be super mean and nasty. Like, actually, he's just dumb and quiet and loves everyone. And, you know, probably one of the sweetest animals I've ever owned besides my snake, which also trips people out. But, you know, yeah, Coco is a sweet, sweet puppy. My wife can never know this, and she doesn't always watch my videos, so I can't get away with saying this on here. But letting her get that dog was probably one of the smartest things I've done in a while. And, oh yeah, this place too, Tropical Paradise. The place is bomb, but we're not going there today. No, no, no. We are going here. Take my favorite parking spot. Boop. Alright, I'm gonna go stuff my face like a fat person, and I'll see you guys after.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Alright everybody, we are back on the road again. I am sufficiently stuffed, and it's time to go home. I'm gonna do some chores, edit some video, and then maybe if I've still got time, since it's so early in the day, I'll go out for another ride. We'll see. Oh, look at all that snow in the mountains. It's a stark reminder that it is still only February. Somebody should do a study to see if people who ride motorcycles are clinically happier than those that don't. Because, I'll tell you, pretty stressed out guy a lot of the time. Not when I'm on a motorcycle.